Should be out there fighting machines. Piecing around here.
Is that really all you have? It won't do it all.
Come take a look. I'll give you a good price.
The corruption is so
Buy what you need,
and
leave
we
the
must
rest.
accept it. Many have died, and many more will before the sun is appeased.
First the Asura, now the Nora wandering about our land. Only the fight.
I utterly refuse to buy from... They'll cheat you as soon as they look at you.
Ugh, the scrapes.
gold. There's a thunderjaw in the south. Village. They disappear into the hills.
looking good. Look out below! Machines must have come across Captain Balan's patrol here.
Mother, please help me! Please, help me! Help! I can't get out of this!
About to get loud. That'll help. One of the Carja soldiers fell here. The other soldiers must have retreated. But to where? Another Carja soldier. At least his death came quickly. This can't be the helmet from the last Carja soldier. Someone nearly lost his head here, then ran off. Blood everywhere. A machine dragged something into the water here. But maybe he made it to that island. Forever. Insane. Found the position they were made in. Saving these for the trail.
I wasn't expecting to be found, especially not by Nora.
I wasn't expecting to find a half-clad Karjan soldier singing like a drunk.
I apologize for my behavior. I thought I was dead.
Come on. Your commander asked me to bring you back to Daytower.
I refused to be led back to my outpost by Nora, like some prisoner.
Fine. Go by yourself.
Wait. Look. I got in a tussle with a snap maw. It ate the half of me that was armor and bow. The thief is still in the water.
That explains the bow I found on its carcass.
You defeated it? Alone?
Imagine that. Do you want the bow or not?
Thank you. I didn't want to die in foreign lands, like my men. May the sun light their passing.
These will keep.
I'll give him that.
Was a guard under the last king. Far cry from the...
You're Zaid.
And you're Anora. I can tell from your tone you've heard of me. Let me ease your mind. There seem to be wild stories about me among your tribe. But the Nora have me mistaken for someone else. I'm not sure where the fault lies, but the fog of war often breeds confusion. Unfortunately, some refuse to acknowledge the error. So it was with the last Nora who came through here.
The last Nora who came through here.
Is that her name? Oh well. It was a very unfortunate situation. She attacked me in broad daylight. If one of my men hadn't spotted her, I might well have been injured. But we were able to subdue her without harm.
What did you do with her?
I let her go, of course. It was clear she thought I was responsible for unspeakable things. So, in a sense, her actions were justifiable. I explained that she was wrong, then sent her on her way. Sadly, I don't think she believed me.
Where is Nakoa?
I don't know exactly. She left raving that she would find a way to bring me down. But I did hear a report from the garrison at Lonesome Rock that a young woman had been abducted by bandits. Might have been her.
So you deny participating in the Red Raids?
No, I didn't say that. I did have a role in those operations, albeit a very limited one. But all this nonsense about torture and murder, that wasn't me. They have me confused with some other commander. I don't doubt some of my comrades did bad things, but Sun King Avad has worked hard to eliminate such brutality.
You've really gone out of your way to help, Prefect Zaid.
It's no trouble. The Sun King wishes to make amends with your people, and I am his humble servant.
I'll go to Lonesome Rock and get to the bottom of this. I promise you that.
You do that. And if our men are anything less than helpful, please let me know.
Never let anyone...
Can't trust him, not after what Jan told me.
You'll like what I have for sale, I
Garrison is
promise.
my only lead.
Don't pass up these goods.
Lakir came back on his own, a little worse for wear. He seemed a bit embarrassed when I mentioned you. Dare I ask?
He has a lovely singing voice.
That's a capital lie if I've ever heard one. I'll have a talk with him about it.
You have an officer here by the name of Zaid. Are you aware of the accusations against him?
Look, I've heard what your people say about him, but he swears it's a case of mistaken identity. Now, if there's a shadow to him, I've never been able to prove it, and the forbearance he showed towards this Nakoa woman was impressive.
I need to go.
Let me know if there's any news about those missing men.
do the killers want? How are they solely through his focus? Who the woman is? What he looks like me? Why they want me dead? Owen's trail leads to nowhere. When I catch him, he will talk. And he will pay for all the lives he's ruined. Scrabbling a bit. If I'm gonna prove myself in these trials, I should do it fair and square. I'll save the shooting for down in the hunting ground. Shouldn't use my weapons up here. It'd be cheating.
By the sun! Are you Nora? I've never seen one at a hunting grounds before, or at the Hunter's Lodge. How interesting.
What do you do here?
This is a place to test yourself against a herd of machines in the stamina trials. Think you can handle it?
I know I can.
Excellent. I like your spirit.
You're awfully friendly.
Well, you know, it gets lonely in the wilds after a few weeks. Terribly lonely, in fact.
What about your friend over there?
Oh, he doesn't count. Barely ever opens his mouth, and when he does, nothing interesting comes out.
Who are you? Why are you here?
Well, I'm a hunter, of course, and a member of the Hunter's Lodge. But I don't mind being out here. At least no one complains about my clothes, or my manners, or my personality. Don't let him in, he'll drive people off with his incessant chattering. Or, he stinks of fish again. That sort of thing. I don't stink of fish, do I?
No, it's, more like wet fur.
Well, that's something.
What are the trials?
The Hunter's Lodge makes sure hunting grounds around the world. The trials here focus on the most important part of hunting, keeping your stamina up. Hunting is...
So all you offer is training?
And a herd of machines. Plus, I'm allowed to award marks. Half sun, full sun, and blazing sun, if you do well.
What is the Hunter's Lodge?
A place in Meridian where hunters gather, socialize, and brag a lot. Me, I just love hunting machines. If you win 3 half suns at any of the hunting grounds, you can enter the lodge yourself. Pick a trial and I'll explain how it works. The remains of Watchers rest on 3 rises. Loot all of them before time runs out, and you pass. It sounds simple, but watch out for all the other machines down there. Good choice. Slide down a rope and I'll start timing.
Must be a Quintar, a flying scavenger.
You didn't finish in time. But by all means, try again. The remains of... It sounds... Are you ready? Good. I'll start...
So they woke up.
You...
Well, they're still surprised.
It has been a delight watching you work. Here's the blazing sun you earned. For this trial, you'll need to be able to tie down a trampler and shoot off a component. But you'll need the right weapon first. For this trial, but you'll need the right... This trial's about tying down Glinthawks. But you need any type of ropecaster and... Which one will you try? Which trial looks interesting? Which one will you try?
Another time.
The trials are ready when you are.
I'll save the shooting for down in the underground. If I prove myself in these trials, I should do it fair and square. Clear that up later.
Sun King Avad freed the people his father enslaved. I'm sweatier than a Banuk in the desert.
So much for being careful.
Got a broadhead here!
That can't even stand itself up.
There will be...
You'll feel this one!
I saw some of the places you'd been. The new settlers had no appreciation of craft. They'd already piled your work in a ditch. But I knew the signs to look for. The scrabble in the dirt, those surprised splashes. And I did tell you we'd meet again.
Nil. Still hunting bandits?
Oh, yes. I've been sharpening my blade, anticipating the scent of the fight. Don't get me wrong, these scum are odorous. A little panic and desperation really sets it off, though. Like an incense.
So, what's your knife called?
Why would someone name a knife?
So much for small talk.
Are you ready?
Just don't think this means I enjoy it.
Don't worry. We'll take your secret to their graves.
regret this.
Don't ask me where to go if you're lost. I'm the guard.
Like Meridian fun.
I'm sorry for the wait, but all goods entering the city are subject to search.
This is outrageous. We're loyal citizens.
What's going on here? Owen's in there, somewhere. And so's Erend, that other Outlander I talked to the night before the proving. Erend said he'd introduce me to his sister if I visited Meridian. Said she was captain of the Vanguard.
City's locked down.
Keeps up, I'll be broke in a month. It's always the merchants.
Not getting through, Outlander.
Halt!
Stop right there. In light of the recent attack, no stranger passes into Meridian without submitting to search.
Recent attack? What are you talking about?
The murder of Captain Ursa and her vanguards, of course. Ambushed by Shadow Carja forces in Redridge Pass.
Ursa? You mean Erend's sister is dead?
How would you know his name?
I know Erend. Summon him. I need to speak to him.
Ha! I doubt that Erend, the new captain of the Vanguard, a man in grief, is going to waste his time on a grimy Outlander.
Aloy! Hey, you're alive! I thought you were dead. Make way, make way!
All the way to Meridian just to see me?
Have you been drinking?
Not really. A little.
So, you're alive. This, we should celebrate. The drink's on me.
We need to talk, alone, and you need to pull it together.
Over there.
So you approve?
Of course I approve. From now on, she may come and go from this city as she pleases.
As you wish, sir.
There. Alone as you asked. And what did you want to tell me?
A lot has happened since we last spoke. The Proving was attacked by a group of killers. Not many of us survived.
We were in the village when we heard explosions up on the mountain. Some of your braves came back, said most of the contestants were dead. I've never heard such a wail of grief as the sound that rose up from your people. How did you survive?
How I survived is less important than how I was targeted.
Targeted? What do you mean?
The killers came for me because of Olin.
What are you talking about? That doesn't make sense.
I heard what happened to Ursa. I'm sorry. I know she was special to you.
Special to me? Special to everyone. She always knew what to do. She bossed everyone around. She kept me in line. Now I'm supposed to fill her shoes. And instead, here I am, stumbling around in them.
I lost someone too. At the Proving, the man who raised me. His name was Rost.
That's terrible. But why is it every time something terrible happens, everyone else tells you the worst thing that ever happened to them, as though that makes it easier?
Yeah, why is that?
Anyway, there was something you wanted to tell me?
I heard what happened to...
Special to me? Now I'm supposed...
I heard what happened...
Special to me? Now I'm supposed to fill her...
I need to find Olin. I need to know what he knows.
But... he's a friend.
No, he's a traitor. I don't know who the killers are or what they want, but I do know that Olin is working with them.
But... I mean... this...
I don't need you to understand, Erend. I just need you to take me to him.
He's not here. He went scrounging for scrap and relics days ago. It could be anywhere.
Are there any places he frequents? Places he returns to?
A house. Here in Meridian.
Okay, then take me there. I need to search it.
I guess. As long as I'm there to witness the search.
I heard what happened to her.
Special to me? Now I'm supposed to...
I need to see Olin's place. Now.
Okay. Come on. Hey, come back. Olin's place is this way. Where are you going? Come back.
We all have our place in the order of things. Don't let your guard down.
That must be the spire. Huge.
How long will Avad hide in his palace? Citadel.
Only the
Does he
finest
lack
goods here.
the
See for
stomach
yourself.
For justice?
Find better wares.
Blood for blood. Vengeance for Ursa. How long will Avad hide in his palace? Year after year, why does he spare those who enslaved and tortured and butchered? Erend, you should want vengeance more than anyone. Your own sister, murdered. And her death, unavenged?
One more word, you scorched out slag, and I'll throw you in jail myself! Now get out of here, or I'll give you all a kick in the ass!
What did he mean about Ursa's murder?
Not now.
Hey, come back.
This place.
Always places
It smells like
Come
nothing
back.
I've ever smelled before.
You wanted to go to Olin's place.
Is that some kind of spice?
Just cast about talking to strangers.
Next to the forge. There are no shadows under the noonday sun. Words to live by.
Check out these
Okay, how are we gonna get in? Oh, that was subtle.
Here we are. Try not to break anything. Other than the door.
All of this for one man.
It pays to have connections in the Sun King's court.
The corner of this rug is frayed, and the floor near it is worn. It looks like a picture of Olin's family. It looks like a picture of Olin's family. Let's see what's underneath.
Hey, how did that get here?
Question is, how to get through it.
Without a key, you won't. That's a vault hatch of Oseram make. Nothing gets through.
We'll see about that.
I don't think you're getting through that hatch.
Did Olin ever
Nah. Closest I got was a doorstep to help him home after a night out. We drank a river that night, but...
You said Olin has connections in the royal court.
No. He served the court as a scout sometimes and sold ancient trinkets to... If you're right, and Olin's into something dark, Sun King Avad...
Are you sure you're okay?
I'm sober enough, all right? I don't need another lecture.
That's not what I meant. I was talking about...
I don't want to talk about that. We're here because of what you said about Olin, so do what you need to do.
I'll look around.
That's what we came for. I don't think you're getting...
All right, back to it.
I don't think you're...
Time to get to the bottom of this.
Call it a day, girl. You're wasting time.
It looks like a... It looks like a picture of Olin's family. A lot of metal here. Could be just what I need. looks big and heavy. Let's give it a little push.
I did say not to break anything, didn't I?
Serve and they live. Disobey, and I will open their throats and leave their corpses to prune in the sun.
They took his wife and child captive.
They? Who's they?
The killers. They told him to obey or they'd kill his family.
Hold on now. You just got here. Is there any evidence or not?
A map. The glyphs show places he visited. Looks like Olin kept a journal.
Olin? I knew he could read contracts, but I never took him for a poet.
No doubt now. Olin knew I was targeted. There's your proof. Read the last page. He writes about meeting me and the order to kill me.
He called himself a friend. That backstabbing cheat. How did you learn to read glyphs? And these things that you see, how do you do it?
Now that I know where to find Olin, I should be on my way.
All by yourself?
Leave it to me. I'm faster on my own.
Wait. If that device lets you see the unseen...
Out of the way, Erend.
I'm asking you to help me, Aloy. I need to know who killed Ursa. Not just the Shadow Karja army, I know that, but the exact soldiers who did it.
I'm sorry about your sister, but that's your war, not mine.
Don't act like this isn't personal. You came here hunting the people who nearly killed you, who massacred your people. Why should you have justice and not me? Look, I'll head for Red Ridge Pass, where Ursa's body was found, and wait for you there. A few minutes of your focus is all I need. Don't make me beg.
Red Ridge Pass, you said? I'll see what I can do.
King Avad protect the people of Sunfall?
You there! Can you help me? Just a moment of your time. You're the one the Vanguard has been crowing about. The Nora who tracks criminals and traitors with her second sight. If only you'd use it to help me. A thief raided my home and took my brother's sword.
Why would someone steal?
It's priceless. Made from the burnished antler of a Lancehorn.
Okay, I get it.
Forgive me. That's not even why it's important. The 12th Sun King gave it. He was killed in battle during the Liberation. I was saving it for my nephew who's stranded at Sunfall with the Karja in Shadow.
Tell me about the robbery.
It was brazen, and the thief went out through the window and scared the Shadow off my steward. Otherwise, it would have been a clean getaway.
How did your nephew wind up in Sunfall?
Most of the old clergy backed the Mad Sun King, so when he fell, they ran out of fear of retribution. As an honor guard to a venerable priest, my nephew had no choice but to go with them. Now that my brother is gone, my nephew is my heir, so that sword really belongs to him. And after all he's been through, I won't be able to look him in the face if I don't get it back.
I'll see what I can do about the robbery.
Have a word with my steward if you need to. He saw the thief escape. And listen, all I want is the sword back. Meridian, and my family for that matter, has seen enough strife already. If I can get it back, all is forgiven. No retribution necessary. Any news about...
Not yet. I'll see what I can do about... All right. What did you want?
You're an outlander, which is good. But a Nora, which might be bad. Do you fear the ruins of the old ones like me?
No.
Then you may have... They consist of a hollow cylinder with... If you...
What sort of ritual?
I'm convinced they were used... Some people believe they were used for tea ceremonies. But I believe they were used... Each fluid in its special vessel, majestically up... But which vessel was used?
Are you sure people didn't just drink out of...
Drink? Out of such finely crafted earthenware? Don't be ridiculous! Yes, yes, trade quickly. I have work to do.
So you're interested...
More than interested. But you... Oh, no, no. I wish I had a brother to carry this burden. I would rather be left to my... Yes, I'm happy. I will leave you to the... Perhaps your travels have taken you through ancient ruins? Let us speak of it.
Could be out there fighting machines, pacing around here.
Like in the
I have nothing for you.
Living here anyway. I miss Mainspring. Charcoal smoke from a dozen forges. Got news from the plane. Plans are bickering again. Guess that's not really news. The place is the machines took down another freehold.
I have nothing to trade.
Ugh, gonna have to run my boots dry.
Business if I'm not careful.
You're looking for artifacts?
Yes, but I work on there. I'm especially if you have... You ready?
Tell me more.
He left.
You said
yes. I would. Come on back. Found any Banuk relics in the wilds, Outland?
The people his father enslaved.
This is the Hunter's Lodge. Only members and invited guests are allowed in.
How do I get invited?
You've come all the way from the Savage East, right? Each one has a set of hunting trials. If you pass a trial, you get an award called a half-sun. Win 3, and I'll let you in. Now off you go.
The south that can destroy your village, then disappear into the hills.
able-bodied adventurers, preferably with no friends or... Hi there, Outlander. Name... good shards. Enough to buy garb more becoming of...
Okay, stop there, if you want me to hear you out.
I only meant a well-molded woman such as you. I heard an interesting rumor about a Banuk camp. Tame machines, the rumor said. So I hired men to investigate. I paid up front. Well,
So now you're hiring someone to find the last men you hired.
They're a sunk cost.
So is there any more?
The last bunch just wanted to know, but this camp isn't even big enough for a name up where the snow won't thaw. They say the Banuk there live alongside machines. Peaceful as you like. Keep them, use them, if it's true. If we learned how they do it, think how valuable that would be to all the tribes.
When you say valuable, you mean they'd pay you for it.
Girl, I'm not made of...
What can you tell me about the Banuk?
The Banuk women. Snow-wit, they choose to live up there in Ban-Ur, in the ice. Trying to have it, they prefer machines for company. That's why I'm putting my shards on this rumor.
Then they might not want outsiders to know about this place.
Their mystic act. No care for possessions, for luxuries. Pile of slag. Those people bargain harder than the winter frost.
Are you some kind of merchant? You don't seem to have any wares.
More of an...
But you send other people to do your exploring.
All right, more of an opportunist. Girl. Nora, girl. Huntress. We live in a world of opportunities. Risky opportunities. But why should risk stand in the way of a lucrative prospect for the likes of me? All right. I'm more of a gambler.
If I did look into your rumor...
You won't need to climb up the shoulders of the world for it. It's on the edge of Banuk land, beneath the anvil of the moon. And you look like you know your way around the savage east. The east. If it's true they walk among machines without fear in this camp, well, you can't miss that, can you? Payment on return.
I heard Nora women don't even know. Hello.
You're Nora. I'm the mournful Naman. My apologies that we meet like this.
Like this?
In grief. You hold yours close, like a talisman. Wait, forgive me. You didn't come for reparations? Someone you lost to the Sun Ring?
No. I know about the Red Raids, but the Carja owe me nothing.
I see. Well, I could use the help of a strong-willed outlander. Then I would owe you very much indeed. These people seek to honor their loved, their lost, with their own voices, not mouthing Carja rituals to Carja stone. But there are obstacles. And while Meridian holds its breath for any disturbance, these robes only tie my hands.
I didn't think your priesthood would ask outsiders for help.
If only the sun would set on our pride. Until this is done, I am no sun priest. To wear a red robe was an aspiration. I aspired. Now our hoods make us blind. We whisper reconciliation, but forget how the old king's priests sang the words and blessed the killing.
The killing? You mean the Red Raids?
Yes. And the sacrifices that came after.
Why did the priests go along with all that bloodshed?
Sometimes we Carja are more concerned with what is tradition than what is right.
Huh. Maybe the Carja and Nora aren't so different. You're disappointed with the Sun Priests, but you still wanted to be one?
I spent my whole life looking up to the temple. My brother's voice echoing in its arches. Even he couldn't turn me away, and how he tried. In the end. He said, when we were loved, our robes were dyed in cinnabar. Now they are stained in blood.
How so?
Our robes are handed down to us. Most of the old priests fled rather than be seen in the glare of a new sun. And so we are left to wear their sins. For me, at least, they hang heavy.
Where is your brother now?
He waits for me on the trail of the sun, I hope. He spoke out against the sacrifices. For a priest to question the Sun King's will, his punishment was worst of all.
You lost someone you loved, too. I'm sorry.
No, not lost. When I took on these robes, I found his memory.
Naman, rituals and prayers can't bring back those who are lost.
No, but it can help those who grieve to find themselves. It can lend them strength and hope, like a new sunrise.
What?
The first pilgrim is an Oseram, who seeks to visit. He waits there now. Forbid this. The shrine was, and the Banuk, they need no beckoning.
So, clear the machine.
All I can ask for is your...
I'll do what I can.
To honor their memories.
Go back where I came from.